Hi there. Thanks for emailing me about your Chapter 5 Prepare Case submission. Not prepare case, problem solve submission. So step 2 is being a little bit of a tricky step. Let's take a look at what the system is saying it doesn't like for step 2. And as I sort of scroll through these, it does seem like the same problem is occurring over and over. So we'll do the first one together and then we'll see what the pattern is. So the first one says in the sheet named school data, the range is not set. So for this first one, the name range is supposed to be category type, and specifically category underscore type. You saw that. On the school data sheet, the range should be set to E14 through E54. So let's go ahead and hop over to your worksheet and take a look at what's going on. So I'm going to go to the Formulas tab and click on Name Manager. That way I can just see them all. And here you'll notice in the Refers To column, I just made that a little bit wider so I could see all of the information. It's just going to make it a little bit easier. Now let's go to Category Type, because that's our example that we're working from. And notice that I'm going to select category underscore type because that's the one it's looking for. So you've already corrected for that. That's fantastic. And then look at it starts, the range is identified as E13 through E54. And what the system wants is it wants you to start with the row 14. And that's going to be true for every single one of these. You identified it as 13, 13, you can see this, 13, 13, and they all should start with 14. So how you correct this is up to you. You could individually, one at a time, edits, and then change the range to be, in this case it's E14, because we're in the E column, change it to 14, click OK. Go to the next one, no, not that one because it doesn't count anyway. Go to Cost, Edit. So you could individually edit each of these columns and you have to do it to all of them. So that's one way to do it. The other thing you could do is just to delete all the names and recreate them. Or what I'm going to do, this is just an example, you can fix this however you want, is I'm going to select the range A13 through, we got to go all the way through R54. So then down to row 54, I'm going to have that range selected. I'm going to say create from selection, top row only, and click OK. And then it'll just one at a time, it'll ask me, do I want to replace it? And I'm going to say yes. Yes, yes, right? Because we have so many columns. So I'm going to go through all of these and just accept. And what it's doing then is it's accepting the new range, which starts with row 14. We don't count row 13 because 13 is the name. It's not the range. Like, for example, up here when you're calculating the count of, well, that doesn't have the name in it. I can't remember which ones. Which ones do we do a calculation where we're using the named range? Over here, is it? Yeah, so you're using the name points. We don't want to include R13 because R13 is the name. Do you see? We just want R14 through R54. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not making it more complicated than need be. All you need to do is fix it. It'd be really great if you could then just maybe understand why they have to be the 14, 14, 14, and not the 13. Give it a go, resubmit, let me know if you have any other questions or any trouble at all. I'm always here to help.